Hi everyone and welcome to another reading. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Z's Joy Tarot. I'm going to give you a reading for the period 15 to 21 September 2025. I'm going to try to be as brief as possible. I'm going to give you a little bit of introduction, some astrology, some oracle cards and some tarot that I've pulled in advance. I hope you're all well wherever you are. Another beautiful day here in the Northern Hemisphere. Now I've got the windows open. Hopefully I won't have to get up and close them because of the noise. And hopefully you can hear me okay. Now I wanted to touch on grid workers. Now the grid workers, not many understand what a grid worker really is. And as you know, Earth has a nervous system. Earth is alive. So it has ley lines and vortexes and stargates and a living web of energy that connects mountains and rivers and oceans and sacred sites across the world. So when that system is clear, consciousness flows freely. Now, I'm looking at some notes as I say this because I can't remember everything. And when it's distorted, humanity is trapped in cycles of confusion, control, and amnesia. Now, grid workers are the ones who come here with a contract to heal, anchor, and restore the system on Earth. They don't choose this path. The Earth chose them. Now, their souls agreed before incarnating to weave into her circuitry, becoming living conduits of planetary intelligence. Now, I looked at these notes and I agree with them, so that's why I'm passing this on to you. And they feel the pull to certain lands, sometimes without knowing why. And their bodies light up, break down, or release when the grid calls. And they are drawn to solstices, eclipses, and alignments for the ritual. But because they are wired to anchor the incoming currents of light into the plane itself. Now, grid workers are often tested harder than most, and storm after storm, collapse after collapse, illness, exhaustion, even heartbreak and financial struggle, not because they are cursed, but because they are transmuting collective density through their own fields. And their lives strip them bare until nothing distracts them from being pure channels of Creator's frequency. Now, most of the grid workers will never be recognized. They are not on stages, not in headlines. They are the quiet ones burying crystals in the soil, singing prayers to rivers and walking barefoot across the land. They are stationed across the earth like acupuncture needles, some rooted to sacred ground, others traveling nomadically where they are needed most. Now, this hidden army of grid workers is dismantling the old control grids, the false networks of fear, war, trauma, and sacrifice that were woven into Earth's veins. They are rethreading the original codes of harmony, remembrance, and freedom back into the planetary body. If you have felt this pull, if you're carried storms in your body, broken down only to rise again, or found yourself inexplicably guided to hold space for Earth itself, you may already know. Now, grid workers are not waiting to be understood. They are remembering who they are and when they rise together, Earth herself rises. Now, grid workers come quietly, placed across the planet like living acupuncture needles, as I said. Now, this came to me and it resonated, and that's why I'm reiterating this post that I read from, I think it was from Meta Universe, METTA. Okay, so that was my introduction to you today. As I end this, angel number 444 came up on my phone, so that's significant. Now, a little bit of astrology. This week we have the final eclipse for September on Sunday the 21st, which is the solar eclipse, and the new moon, which is 29 degrees in Virgo. So the new moon, again, set your intentions for the new moon. The 7th of September, as I recall, was the full moon in Pisces, and we released a lot of what we needed to, what no longer served us, to take with us as we ascend as the collective, the truth workers, the light beings, the way showers. As we now have cleared all that, we come into the new moon where we set new intentions and go forward. Okay, a lot has happened. I didn't want to mention anything on Charlie Kirk's untimely death. What did shock me a little bit is how people celebrated or spoke ill of someone that has passed and tried to create more trauma for their family. I thought that was, as a collective, I thought we were more, we had ascended higher to that. So that's my take on that. Whatever your politics, wherever you stand with your religion beliefs, it is unnecessary to, to rejoice in someone's untimely passing. Okay, I've said that. Now, astrology. I'll just give you a little bit of light-hearted astrology. Let me see. Well, first of all, I wanted to say to you, as we have the new moon in Virgo, I'll tell you what that means exactly. So the moon in Virgo is at her most discriminating and detail-oriented in Virgo. So the sign most concerned with fixing and fussing, and this new moon in Virgo puts us in the mood to clean, scour, sort, troubleshoot and help. So Virgo, the most helpful of all the signs, is also more health conscious, work oriented and duty bound. So use this period to pay attention to your diet, hygiene and daily schedules. Okay? All right. Now, the next bit I wanted to mention is, let's see, the week starts off with a, let's have a look, beautiful rose-colored glasses with Venus sending a loving sextile to red-hot Mars, so guaranteeing the perfect balance between courtly and passionate romance. If someone tries now to sell you swampland, I'm reading this right, down in Florida midweek, you should take time out to reflect on the offer, because you could be easily deluded into making wrong choices about your long-term stability. But you won't have to wait long to come to a conclusion, because Friday's aspects guarantee razor-sharp decision-making. Now the weekend looks lovers' spats could erupt Saturday, so couples should avoid heart-to-heart talks, and singles may want to put off dates to another time, because the day of reckoning for any poor choices made over the last few years may finally arrive on Sunday's solar eclipse, when you will find out if your idealism stands up to the test of reality. Okay. So, tip for the week, don't feel pressured into making on-the-spot decisions on Wednesday or Thursday, no matter how sweet the offer. Okay, so that's the end of my astrology. I'm writing this down. So, as I've pulled some oracle cards, of course, for you. Let's have a look. We start off with Archangel Michael. As always, I prayed and meditated on the cards. Fast forward ahead if you wish, and I forgot to mention this to you at any time. So let's have a look. First card says protection of self. Strong shoes. Why have we got this card? Archangel Michael has a gift for you, a new pair of shoes. Visualize wearing them when you require extra strength, courage and protection. You know, my voice was perfect until I have to do my readings, and my throat chakra again is closing up. But I will persist Now, we've got this card because it says here, let's have a look. At any time you require extra strength, courage and protection, visualize putting on your strong shoes. Breathe and know that with your strong shoes on and Archangel Michael at your side, you will be brave enough to cope with any difficult situation. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. And remember, you're strong and protected, and face difficult situation by accessing any core inner strength, as you do have inner strength. And you receive strength and protection from the universe, and it allows me, and it allows us to move through life with ease. So the alternative meaning to this card is if you have a job interview coming up, an assessment, examination, or dealing with a bully, for whatever reason, asking for a pay rise, or making amends, or standing up for a child or someone who lacks confidence or skills, whatever challenges you have, you can imagine yourself putting on your strong shoes, and breathe and know that your strong shoes, with your strong shoes on and Archangel Michael at your side, you're invincible and protected. That's what he wanted to tell you. And I think you will need protection of self during this week. So always look after yourself and be kind to yourself, so you can give to others. Otherwise, it's pointless if you're running on empty, as I always say. Okay, now let's have a look. That was the Oracle card. The next one is Goddess Isis. I'm not sure if you can see that. I've got the door open. I'm hoping it's not too loud as the vehicles are driving past. But the message is Divine Sun Child. Blessings of the sun flow to you now. So the collective, and to all of you, it is time to allow your life to flourish without limits, to let your light burn bright and without veil, just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert. It is your time to shine bright. All right, collective, this week. Don't hide your light under a bushel. Be yourself, stand out in whatever you do. Okay, and the last one, which one is this one? The Fortune Oracle for the week. I got the moon. There's a full moon here. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Okay, so where did I put my little book? Isn't that funny? I had a book here and I've misplaced it. Well, obviously we don't need to go into any further on that. Let me try looking for it. Oh, it's in front of me, I beg your pardon. Okay, so it's number 21, and it is on the 21st, that is the new moon. So it's significant on the new moon. Please pay attention. Set down your intentions, write them down as I do, and move ahead confidently. And for the next 30 days, or 28 days actually, is the moon cycle. Now, this card indicates that your intuition is very strong at the moment. You are right to rely on your gut feelings and dreams that seem intense, or you will receive other messages and signs also. And problems will be solved more easily than before, but decisions need to be made right away. Spending time alone will be nourishing to your soul. So that's important, alone time for us truth seekers. Now, in your personal relationships, the moon card can give you clarity regarding relationships. Be on the lookout for deception in the form of a two-faced friend, lover, or family member that may not be what they seem. And the new moon is an ideal time for relationships, by the way. Business acquaintances who meet under new moon herald success, and soulmate connections may be made. Okay, now career money. The moon card represents fresh ideas and creativity, which could really help your career or those in business. A confrontation is indicated, so be aware of all the facts before you take part in any heated discussions, and tread lightly. And be careful who you talk to at this time, as a Judas may appear, and avoid gossip at any cost. What a waste of time gossip is, right? Okay, now the power tip for the week: on a full moon, light one small purple and one small white candle and chant this poem 3 times. Well, it's not the full moon, it is actually the new moon, but the new moon will be full in 2 weeks after the 21st. So I'll give you the tip anyway, and it says 1 purple, 1 white, and chant: with the moon so bright, the timing is right. Manifest my desire under this bright fire. Okay, and blow the candles out when you are finished, but leave them overnight in the moonlight. All right, well, that's a tip. That's Sharina's power tip. Okay, but we're focusing on the new moon, and my tip to you is write down your intentions and say them aloud to yourself, and with intention, with, what's the word I'm going to use? What you're writing down, you're manifesting. So think of what you're writing down, okay? And it should be for the greatest good of all, always. Okay, oracle's done. We're pounding along nicely today. Okay, bit of tarot for the week. I pulled out the cards earlier for time. Now we've got the heart of the matter. Gosh, we've got number 13 rather, 13 major arcana, death. I'm willing to let go of a past version of myself. All of us are not the same people we were last year, or the year before that, or the year before that. So let's say spiritual transformation is happening, and ending. So this is the heart of the matter, endings. And the challenge for the week, excuse me, is the Fool. So we've got another major arcana. So this is pretty massive. It's time to embark on a brand new beginning. So this is what the eclipses were. We were releasing and transforming and letting go, endings, changes. And the Fool is new beginning, innocence, freedom, originality. So this week is powerful. And we have got unknown factors for this week. We've got indecision. We've got the 2 of Swords. Air energy, it's all mental in your thoughts. And we've got the turning point, which is best course of action. We've got another sword, again, more thinking. We've got Page of Swords, curiosity. Now the Page of Swords is usually spying. Delayed news. Okay, and the outcome for the week. Gosh, we've got 1, 2, 3 major arcana. Number 2, the High Priestess. Sorry about that noise. High Priestess. Trying to read what she says here. My inner knowing is my best guide of all. Okay, she doesn't give anything away. So the High Priestess, mystery, intuition, inner knowing. Keep everything to yourself. You don't need to divulge anything that's going on. Sometimes we overshare and it's unnecessary. We have the strength internally to manage everything that we are facing this week. Okay, and if you need to talk to anyone, talk to Archangel Michael, as I do. He walks beside me, and I ask for signs. He always gives me signs. Okay, all right, so we've got here the heart of the matter, endings, spiritual transformation, new beginnings, letting go, endings, change, transition, sudden unexpected upheaval, endings, release. You must let go. It is gone. Transformation has occurred or will occur this week. And the challenge is to be able to there is a freedom for you to be able to be original with your spontaneity and new beginnings, because it comes from idealism and innocence, and it is an unknown, but you can actually manifest it in the sense that it is a new beginning, but it's unknown what's ahead. So there could be danger ahead as well. But at the end of the day, if you don't take a chance, you won't know. So new beginnings and with freedom, originality, adventure, travel is indicated as well. But be careful, don't be foolish as well. And don't be careless. Check the terrain before you go over the cliff. That's what this card represents. It's time to embark on a brand new beginning, okay, for the collective. And we have, so the unknown factors. Well, being indecisive, of course, that's what being in a stalemate and sitting on the fence. Being in a crossroad, difficult decision to be made, and painful choices, stressful decisions, and opposition, facing your fears, being torn between two, and divided loyalty. Could be between two anything, two jobs, two relationships, two anything. However, you can't stay on the fence indefinitely. You have to make a decision at some point, because new beginnings are offered. And we have got the turning point will be there's news coming to you. It will be delayed and patience is needed, but just be fair and think before you speak. Don't get drawn into arguments and mental agility, because this is Page of the Sword of spying people. And it's just basically, to me, it represents research. So be curious, do your research on anything you're embarking. That could be, could you put you in a position of any carelessness on your part, that you haven't done your due diligence and checked. Do the research, and that'll help you make your decision. And the outcome is mystery, intuition, inner knowing, and self-trust, spiritual insight, emotional stability, divination, esoteric wisdom, and knowledge. Things yet to be revealed, and use your spirit guides. So you're protected, but you need to keep it to yourself. You don't know why you know, but you know, okay? Something like that. Your spiritual insight will give you guidance. And if in doubt on any decision, ask Archangel Michael to come to your dreams and give you an answer. Sometimes when I do that, I don't get an answer on the first night. It might take 3 nights, but sometimes, and most times, I do get an answer. So I suggest you do that, or ask for a sign, and make sure you give a definitive question, so you know whether it's a sign of what do you see when you go for a walk or in nature, or you usually get a sign, whether it's in the clouds or whether it's a rose that you're walking along your path and you step on a red rose or whatever. Anyway, ask. It says here, the initials that are coming up here is B for Bob, J for John. It could be a name of a person, a place, or thing. And the High Priestess is mysterious, within a knowing. So don't give anyone information if you're embarking on anything new in your life. So that's it for this week. Wherever you are, I hope you're well. Continue to look after yourself. I'm sending you lots of love and positive energy. continue to ascend. We're still in throes of the spiritual war that's going on. Don't buy into all that negativity. Rise above it. And thank you for being here. Look, your likes, shares, subscribes, whatever, much appreciated. Thank you for your energy. Until next time, thank you. Bye for now.